I just can't help but think, what could possibly go wrong? So today I'll be testing out the Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable Concealer that is covered in cat hair. I purchased the shade Fair, which is the second to lightest shade available. I picked this up for $10 and it's available in 6 different shades. If you're new here, I'm 43 years old and I have extremely dry skin, especially in the inner corners of my eyes. So it's essential for me to use a concealer that doesn't dehydrate my under eye area and emphasize fine lines. I also have hereditary under eye dark circles, so I require a concealer that has excellent coverage as well. So let's check out some of the claims on Rimmel's website. Introducing the new generation in long-lasting concealer from Rimmel Lasting Finish 25HR Breathable Concealer. An ultra airlight texture that blends seamlessly, giving you long-lasting smooth finish under the eyes. Our ultra airlight formula with added perfecting pigments defies the expectations of a long-lasting concealer, flawlessly covering and neutralizing dark circles without creasing the skin. The soft touch cushion applicator lets you gently tap and blend the long-lasting formula over the delicate eye area, making the skin look smooth, even, and perfected for up to 25 hours. So if you're enjoying this video while you're watching it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting the bell right there so you don't miss anything. If you want to know my thoughts on the Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable Concealer and how it applies and wears throughout the day, don't go anywhere, just keep watching. So the time is 9:57. So I'm also filming a review for the Rimmel 25-hour. How would they know? Seriously, who wears foundation for 25 hours? But anyway, so yes, I'm filming a review for the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour Breathable Foundation. If you'd like to watch that video also, you can click the eye right there. Alright, so the packaging for this is a little different. It comes in this squeezy tube type bottle with sponge on the end, and I can't get, oh, do you have to twist it? There we go. With a sponge on the end, and I don't know. More and more concealers seem to be packaging their product this way with the sponge on the end. I'm just not a big fan of the sponge attached to the product because sponges just, they're gross. For lack of a better word. They absorb bacteria and you can't clean it, and it just, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I don't want something that's going to continually be absorbing product and building bacteria over time to be this close to my eye. I just can't help but think, what could possibly go wrong? Alright, so this comes in 6 shades. I chose the shade Fair because the lightest shade, Light Ivory, looked a little too light for me, and although I prefer a brighter under eye, this was like almost pure white. Yeah, Light Ivory just looked a little too light. This looks, I don't know, this almost looks a little too dark for me, but it matches the Rimmel foundation perfectly, so it should be okay. So you just, whoops, that's runny. Okay, I don't want to get too crazy. So I'm not a big fan of the sponge. It's kind of hard and rubbery, and it just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to be the best way of blending this out. The shade match though is perfect for me. This is a very lightweight concealer. If you're just looking for something a little bit extra but not like complete full coverage under your eye, this would be a really? I live on a hospital route. So it is definitely not full coverage. You can see a big fat dark circle poking through there. The good news is there's absolutely like no creasing happening under my eye. And right in the corner there where I'm prone to product clinging to dry patches, this seems to be okay. I don't feel it drying my under eyes out. So that's an added bonus. So to give them credit though, I'm looking at the packaging and it says lightweight medium coverage. So I can't really fault them for not being a full coverage concealer when they never really claimed to be in the first place. So let's just get my other eye completed. So both eyes are done, and so far everything seems okay. There's no creasing from what I see happening under my eyes. So far it doesn't seem to be clinging to any under eye dryness that I typically get in the corners of my eyes, but I guess time will tell on that one. But the color looks okay. It's just not full coverage, but as I said earlier, it doesn't claim to be. So I will check in with you guys in 5 hours and let you know how this concealer has been holding up. So the time is 3:24. I've had this concealer on for about 5 hours, 5.5 hours at this point. So let's just get in. I mean, this is very, very lightweight. It looks, you know, it looks okay. I mean, I still see a little under eye discoloration coming through, but I don't know. This is one that even though I don't have a heavy full coverage concealer under my eyes, I actually really like it. It hasn't creased. I didn't set this with the powder. I probably should have mentioned that. I didn't put any under eye powder with this, and it hasn't creased at all in there. Another thing to note is this little area here where I'm prone to dry patches. It doesn't seem to be clinging to anything. So that's where we're at so far. I'll check in with you guys in 5 hours and let you know how this is holding up. So the time is 8:23. So it still looks good. I mean, my dark circle is starting to poke through a little there. The only thing that's looking a little off is I was wearing like this glittery eyeshadow and it's starting to come down here. So that's not the concealer, that's the eyeshadow. But yeah, this is one I would reach for again. It's very comfortable, it's very lightweight. It blended beautifully with the foundation that I was wearing. It's not creasing at all. The only thing, I mean, it's not very good at dark circle coverage, I'll be honest. I mean, I can start to see it like wearing off there. But what's most important for me is at this time of the night, usually I would get some really bad clinging to dry patches in the inner corners of my eye. And I'm not having any of that with this concealer. So this is definitely one I would reach for again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!